What's making news this week at the University of Limpopo is that Irish Minister grants 6 million rands to UL researchers to tackle food insecurity in sub-Saharan Africa. UL secures partnerships and networks during Global Sustainable Development Congress in Turkey. And UL students leave impressive mark at the 2025 Ussa Winter Games, shining across multiple courts. These are some of the headlines for this week at the University of Limpopo. You are watching Inside UL News and I am Dumeling Dipela. Good day. Six distinguished researchers from the University of Limpopo have been awarded a multi-million rand research grant by the island's Ministry for Further and Higher Education, Research, Innovation and Science aimed at advancing Sustainable Development Goal 2, Zero Hunger. The Sustainable Development Goals Challenge is run in partnership with Irish Aid, whereby research teams will come up with solutions that can contribute to ending hunger, achieving food security, and promoting sustainable agriculture. In South Africa, Professor Livhuwani Mutelo from the Department of Nursing has teamed up with other researchers in the province and were awarded the grant through their maternal and child health project. The project aims to improve maternal and child health outcomes in sub-Saharan Africa. The study will be conducted in the Capricorn District, Limpopo Province, and will contribute to achieving Sustainable Development Goals 2 and 3, specifically by reducing maternal and child morbidity and mortality associated with avoidable nutritional factors. Professor Mutelo said this will be achieved through improving access to food, ending all forms of malnutrition, and promoting sustainable food production. We'll take a short break and return with more updates. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. If you just tuned in, this is a weekly wrap of news headlines at the University of Limpopo. Still on sustainable development goals, a high delegation of the University of Limpopo, comprising of executive deans and 2 research chairs, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Partnership, and the Resource Mobilization Office through the International Office Affairs, embarked on an academic trip in Turkey to participate in the 2025 Global Sustainable Development Congress hosted in Istanbul by the Turkish government and the Times Higher Education. The aim of this trip was to establish partnership or collaboration opportunities with universities and corporate institutions, as well as mobilizing resources to develop staff and students at the university. The delegation made its first visit to the Aden University as part of reinforcing the existing relationship, which was established in 2020. The 2 universities witnessed another moment of success when they extended their partnership for another 5 years, that is 2025 to 2030. The Congress brought together more than 5,000 leaders from academia, government, business, and civil society to accelerate collective action towards achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The Congress hosted panel discussions, breakaway sessions, whereby UL academics engaged in knowledge exchange, as well as marketing university programs through exhibitions as they engage other potential collaborators and funders. Various high-esteemed guests showed interest in student mobility and staff exchange opportunities with UL, some hailing from Malaysia, Uzbekistan, USA, Turkey, Nigeria, China, and Ghana, as well as Indonesia, among many others. Professor Nongceba Mbambokegana, director at the International Affairs Office, said having been part of the Congress was highly beneficial to the university as they managed to establish connections and potential MOUs for various disciplines at the university.
The University of Limpopo, besides the Department of Higher Education having given all the universities the mandate to internationalize higher education, it is an opportunity for us to actually have engagement globally, not only to learn from our international partners, but also to showcase the expertise, the projects we have, the research that we are doing, particularly the research that is unique to South Africa and unique to the University of Limpopo and the communities around us.
The University of Limpopo, in collaboration with the University of Venda and the Limpopo Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, hosted the 55th South African Society of Animal Science Annual Congress in Polokwane. The Congress brought together researchers, industry professionals, and policymakers to explore sustainable livestock-wildlife coexistence across Africa's diverse ecosystems, held under the theme Thriving in Diverse Environments, Optimized Innovations and Resilience in Livestock-Wildlife Interactions. It emphasized balancing livestock productivity with biodiversity conservation rather, and socio-economic development. More than 300 delegates from South Africa and neighboring countries attended, signaling growing interest in the future of animal agriculture amid climate variability, market shifts, and changing consumer demands. Acting DVC for Research, Innovation and Partnerships, Professor Tebogo Mutiba, highlighted the Congress' significance, saying it is not just another Congress, it's a declaration that Africa's excellence is alive and will advance animal sciences and inform impactful practices across the continent. Moving on to the Department of Geology and Mining at the University of Limpopo, hosted the Southern African Institute of Mining and Metallurgy Limpopo Branch Technical Conference. It brought together industry professionals, academics, and students who exchanged ideas on advancing innovation and fostering collaboration within the sector. According to Dr. Marupeni Rapulo, head of the department at University of Limpopo, the university was the ideal host for this year's conference due to its expanding focus on mining education and infrastructure. The conference, themed towards sustainable technologies and innovation in the mining industry, was sponsored by AECI, Tega Industries, Epiroc, and Makurung Process Solution, and served as a platform to showcase emerging trends in sustainable mining. SAIMM President Dr. Elias Matinde highlighted the Institute's dedication to embracing new technologies, including artificial intelligence, to drive transformation in mining. He stressed the broader responsibilities that come with such progress, including ethical leadership and social accountability. Let's take another quick ad break. We will be right back with your sports. Welcome back, and you are still watching Inside UL News with me, Itumeleng Dipela. Each year, students athletes from the University of Limpopo strive for excellence at the University Sport South African Games. The 2025 Winter Edition, held at various institutions during June and July, was no exception, with UL teams delivering impressive performances that garnered national recognition. The dance team took gold in street dance for the third year in a row and claimed the overall title once again. Super pool players and bodybuilders and national call-ups, while karatekas retained with 18 medals. Netball teams impressed. The women secured silver and promotion, and several players were named best players in tournament. And lastly, in volleyball, 8 UL players made the professional national squad, after strong A section finishes. That wraps up our news bulletin for this week here on Inside UL News. We appreciate you for tuning in, and remember to subscribe to our channel for more updates. Join us again next week.